Hi, today is the 27th of November, and this is another market report. So, what we're having here is another uh, selling day, and we can see that QQQ, the Nasdaq, is under pressure today. There is this trend, and it used to respect this this line, then it fell off, rise back again, and now it's down again, and tries to trend a bit lower here. So the market itself is quite weak, not much to be said. What's interesting is that volatility is relatively low now, but last week was almost completely untradeable in my opinion. I didn't find any interesting situations, and the last trade I had was in NTC, and I got stopped out quite fastly, paid 1% for it, and I bought this breakout attempt when it touched the buy point here. The volume was good, so I decided to give it a try, and we see what happened next. So also, what's interesting, oil looks quite weak. I think if it will finally manage to break down from this, it could go quite a bit lower, because this price structure is quite long. And I think that if we take a look at the weekly, we'll see that it really looks quite weak. So there is a confluence of very important factors to this. First, and the most important in my opinion, is that the Chinese are moving away from oil, and they are quite good at executing large-scale infrastructure projects and building nationwide electricity generation and distribution system. The green one, I mean solar and wind and stuff like that, is one of their top priorities for the decades ahead. And I think this is the most fundamental factor that affects the price, which refuses to go up despite the fact that we have war, multiple wars, and OPEC lowered their output. I don't remember how many times this year, maybe one for sure, maybe even more, and it still stays weak. And if we will see production increase in the States, it could go lower faster. So yeah, I think that on the macro level, that's it. What's good is that despite the fact that the market is doing nothing, there is no significant destruction. So Santa Rally could still be realistically expected to arrive on time, which would be maybe the first week of December. We'll see. FFTY is an ETF mostly which mostly consists of growth stocks. So that's good to see that powerful, especially if you take a look, for example, at biotech, which suffered quite a bit. And the other thing which is good is also that IWM and MDY both look quite healthy at this point. So this one day isn't likely to ruin this market totally. And when I mentioned that there are no trades, I mean this. This is my focus list for the month, and some of them are posting new highs even today, but the problem is that they, with very rare exceptions, they did take off without a proper buying point. The one that is supposed to provide good risk-reward opportunity. 4 was my last successful trade. This is how it looks. Held it for 1 day and sold for 5.5 roughly percentage points profit. So that was the good one. Also considered Tesla here, but decided to stay away because my other trade, INTC, wasn't working well at that moment. So that one I showed earlier. What else? Yeah, I really regret that I did not trade this one, DDOG. This is my another quick trade. Good, fast, 6% profit in 2 days, but this was buyable here. This was definitely buyable here again, and now it is well, it's almost 20% higher from that. Of course, I will not hold this for such a long time, but situations like this I tend to sell. Maybe here I would sell it, and that would be really good because it's quite liquid, and getting 10-12% on a concentrated position is can be very impactful on your overall equity curve. What else? Yeah, really not much to be said. Weakness and volatility everywhere at this point. And yeah, we'll see. As I've said, not a significant distribution day, mainly volatile, and these setups, they appear quite fastly. You need only a couple, maybe 3 to 4 days of volatility. Attraction, here we go. You have a buy point. And of course, let's take a look at the most beautiful ones in this market. It's Bitcoin, of course. Looks very nice. And what's interesting is that this whole crypto decentralized finance space is way stronger than market today, and it's good. Finally, it's living a life of its own life. You know, it's not a proxy for Nasdaq or high risk. It's an asset of its own. So, and Bitcoin and other coins are quite strong. Yeah, really strong today. So that's good news. Yeah, I think that's it. We'll see. We'll see what the market will show us in the second half of this week. Stay tuned.